What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 9, season 8 of Flyers Alley, brought to you by Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, PA. Go to www.chickiesandpete's.com. Check out everything they got going on over there. We'll be live there at some point in 2026.
Not that far off.
Yeah, not at all. So, like a week away.
How disgusting is that to think of that?
I just realized that I'm going to be 40 next year, so that's a little fucking terrifying.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yes.
You're so old. So how was Moses?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
In short pants.
In short pants. Yeah. Brandon Paul chimes in and said, "What's up, fellas? What's going on, buddy?" And G, we're going to call him Gaetano, says, "What's up, fellas? Season sucks." Oh. All right.
G, just Urson. I was texting G this morning.
Yeah. I got a lot of good news. I got a lot of good stuff, that we're going to get into. But yeah, Corey's been a while. Armin been a while. Holidays are here, so I know, Armin, you're doing the kid thing, and Corey, I know you're working your fucking tail off. So, yeah, hopefully things go better.
Yeah, I'm working Christmas Eve. I come home Christmas Eve. I'm home for Christmas. I have to leave Christmas night to come back down here to work Friday. Work Friday, Saturday. Then we work Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday's New Year's Eve. Work New Year's Eve. We're off for New Year's. And then I'll have to come back down here again for Friday to work Friday, Saturday again.
I'm saying, I'm not much into that. You never know. I had to bring it back. I found it. Yeah, it sucks, bro. But we're all here somehow, whatever way we can be.
They're double bubbling that Friday and Saturday, so I'm not too mad about it.
G says Urson sucks, and not the season. Laugh out loud. And yeah, I got a stat for you too. That's probably gonna make you hate Urson even more. But before we get into that, make sure everybody goes to Facebook.com/Flyers Alley and likes us and joins our group page. We are not actively on Twitter anymore, but you can follow us at Flyers Alley Pod 1, Instagram at Flyers Alley, and YouTube at Old City Sports Network. And what is scrolling at the bottom applies for the entire episode. It'll be there the whole time, so you don't have to ask me in the comments what the number for the Old City Sports Network landline is, but it is 302-615-0744. It is on. If you want to call in and tell us what you think about this week's games, anything you have when we're talking about a certain topic, you can come in and let us know what you think. I know you all love to hear your own voice. So, yeah, make sure you go to www.oldcsports.com. Check out all the OCSN podcast articles and sponsors. And we do have a merch page at OCSN-shop.fourthwall.com. And make sure you guys go check out the other shows on the network. The Living Room Show, What I Can Remember, Grit and Barrett Podcast, The Howl, Between the Benches, The Puck Drop, Yins on Ice is no longer with us. I should have gotten rid of that. What have you done lately in Ducks and Pucks? We do have a Phillies pod coming soon. I'm not going to name what the name is, but I think it's going to drop in the new year. Brandon says, "Can we talk about Stamkos rumor?" We're going to get into it, buddy. No worries. We do what we do here. But excuse me. Yes.
Have you heard anything about? Did they come to an agreement with the A and the E for the strike or no?
No, nothing's been set in
stone. I meant to ask you before we went on air.
No, they're gonna. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before we get into flyby games, the ECHL, I don't know. They're not. They're asking for more money. I think, and the AHL is just asking for more days off because it's funny because this year I got the NHL, the Flow TV. They play a lot in a row. Like it's kind of unhealthy. So I agree with that. The ECHL, dude, it is what it is. I'm not even going to comment on that, to be honest with you. It's just
that kind of sucks.
Well, like, yeah,
I mean, I was just kind of curious how that kind of falls in line with if the Flyers do need to call somebody up, how's that going to work? Because technically those guys don't have contracts.
Right.
So is it like a gray area?
Well, I would Sam Wismer be the one to ask that too. I'm not. I could tell you now that the AHL is not going to go on strike. That's not going to happen. So they'll give them they'll give them the days off. It'll happen. If not, yeah. And ECHL, you guys stay quiet down there. Right? I can knock it off. Get to the AHL. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Anyway, let's move on to the games that happened. I will say now I was able to watch the condensed version of yesterday's game. I was out getting the dog. So, let's get into Flyby Games brought to you by River Lily Coffee Co. All right, Flyby Games brought to you by River Lily Coffee Co. Go to Instagram or Facebook, type in River Lily Coffee Co. and go check out their merch. They got some cool merch going on over there. I think they're doing a cancer benefit right now, so go support the needs. So, we played the last Sunday at 5:00. Flyers lost in a shootout 3-2 to the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's see. Yeah, Drysdale scored in the first, getting his third of the season, which, I thought there were more, but that's another topic. Assisted by Zegras and Michkov. Then Zegras gets his 13th of the season, assisted by Konechny and Dvorak. And then the shootout happens, and Svechnikov gets the only goal. And that was a Dan Vladar loss. He's at 12-5-3 with a 938 save percentage. And that Brandon Bussey guy, wasn't really familiar with him, but he did good. Left the game in a 923, and he's 11-1-1. So thoughts on this game? We'll go to Corey. It's been a while. 5:00 game loss against the Hurricanes.
That should have been a win.
Yeah.
I don't know what the thought process was of all of that. God, holy hell, that should have been a win.
So
to me, too many superstars not showing up, and it seems to be the common trend. It annoys me.
Actually, I was reading the wrong one. That was the one I was talking about was a Saturday game. It was a shootout loss 4-3, and then that Sunday was a shootout loss 3-2. Yeah. So let me go over what was done there. It was Drysdale scored. So Drysdale scored, assisted by Konechny and Michkov. Zegras and Michkov, and then Zegras scored, assisted by Konechny and Dvorak. I think I already went over that. So yeah, right, okay. But I was just reading wrong. They lost two games in a row to that.
Yeah, it was a home and away against Carolina.
Yeah, that's they were definitely winnable games. I thought we were going to get something. Michael Layton, thank you for chiming in and joining on the Instagram side. I love that. I did an interview with him a while. You remember that?
Layton?
Yeah, I interviewed Layton a while ago.
That was like 4 years ago.
We actually were sponsoring or promoting his Layton hockey for a long time. I actually just took it off one of our templates.
That was like 4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit ago. He was good. I had Anthony Verasso. We had him from Boston on the show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, thanks. Michael Layton. Look at that. Yeah, everybody else.
Cool. Good deal.
Yeah, so, they're winnable games. Yeah. Yeah, bring him back.
Hey, Mike, any interest in coming back?
These are winnable games here, shootouts. But I do believe Urson played the first one, and then Vladar played this second one on the Sunday. So I mean, like a segment we had last week, they're keeping up with the big boys. So I'm okay with the point. You get 2 points out of that week from shootout losses. But Armin, what do you got for the Canadians or the Carolina Hurricanes loss on Sunday?
That was a tough one. I don't know. It felt like we struggled a little bit. Then we came back, forced the overtime, and then you just come up short in the shootout. It's just like I like how we're still getting points and all. You got to find a way to finish. You got to find a way to finish the game and this whole playing catch up deal. I don't know. It's uncomfortable. It makes for interesting hockey. It's exciting hockey. But yeah, I don't know. It's just those were winnable games and you dropped them. I don't know.
I think for me the most. No, I don't want to say like. Obviously, we'll get into Urson later. But the most frustrating thing now, I think, in shootouts is that everybody got, like you said, the comfortability. Everyone got comfortable with us winning in shootouts and didn't think that this was going to end up biting us in the ass. Like Zegras isn't 99 or 100% in shootouts. He's 65%. So that's just like above half. So like, he's going to miss. And he has been missing lately. He's been scored during the games, but he's been kind of slacking on the shootout thing. Can't rely on that, especially when and I have a segment dedicated to where we are in the standings. But where we are in the standings now, you need 2 points. You need to keep that going. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game was the 4-1 win against the Canadians, which I honestly didn't think that this was going to be as successful as it was, but it also shows that the Canadians are a good team. But Flyers came to play. The newly acquired gun Carl Grundstrom scores his third as a Flyer, assisted by Tippett and Couturier in the first, and then Zegras gets his 14th, assisted by Andre Konechny. Brink gets his 9th, assisted by Mitchkov, and then TK gets the empty netter, his 9th this season, assisted by Dvorak and Couturier. This was a Dan Vladar win, 12-5-3, leaving the game with a .955 save percentage. Jacob Fowler left the game with an .850 with his 2-1-1 percentage. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. Armin, what you got?
Yeah, it's always good to beat Montreal in Montreal. Like that barn's like the cathedral of hockey. You know what I mean? They're such pompous assholes. They think they own the sport. It's like to go there and beat the dog shit out of them. I love that. They had whoever the fucking net, I don't know, because Monty's hurt. So it was like a nice opportunity to beat up on a team. That was the game where they juggled
too, though, which I don't know what the story with that was.
What's that?
They have another goal. They have a good goalie tandem with Montembeault and Dobesh.
Jacob Dobesh,
yeah, but I don't know why that might. I think that they really thought they were going to win this game, and I fucking hate when teams do that. Like, oh, we're playing the Flyers, let's throw this guy in there. You should have played Dobesh because he actually usually lights out us. So I mean,
well, I mean, if you go back and you look at Dobesh and everything, he played the day before. He played 2 days before.
Okay, so
kind of like Fowler's turn, but yeah, like you were saying though, even with Dobesh and Fowler, with the combo that they have, they're both very young, very good goalies. Yeah, I mean, Fowler, I think, just got his first career shutout last night. I don't remember who, but he had like 33 saves on a shutout. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, against the Penguins.
No, never mind.
Jesus.
And they are the youngest roster in the NHL.
Yep. Brandon chimes in and says it was awesome seeing Delorier killing a guy against the Canadians and the Rangers. We'll get into the Rangers one. Dust up is coming at some point. Corey, what do you got for this shellacking?
Okay, this is the way this team needs to play. They need to play 60 minutes of hockey. They need to play through everything. Really kind of thought there was going to be a little something with Arbor Jakai. I will also say another thing. I got to go back through it here. Hold on. Welcome back, Risto.
Yeah. I picked him up at fantasy.
That was hey. I picked up Grunstrom
Immediately. I was like, whoa, hold on.
I picked up Grunstrom after that first game he played, and I was like, I see something.
I've had him up on your fantasy. Be like, oh my god, he's doing good.
Yeah. Welcome back, Risto. What a way to come back to. That is the Risto that I wish. Whoa, what the hell? There we go. I don't know what that was all about.
Pop-up action.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Year in review from Microsoft Edge. I have no idea. Don't care. I haven't had this computer a year. But that's the way I like Risto to play. That was the way that he played when he was in Buffalo against everybody, more specifically against the Flyers. I think he was a plus 2 or a plus 3 in that game. It doesn't really matter, but I think he was a plus 2. But his physicality on the ice was just very well seen and very well known. That's the way I'd like him to play from here on out. Is it a possibility that if he stays playing like this, could the Flyers trade him? Maybe. I don't know.
It did look like some good showcasing. I will say that.
I was just thinking the same thing because there was a lot of different teams that evidently were in the press boxes that night in Montreal. From what I heard, just from Boucher and stuff, he was hearing that the Ducks, the Wild, the Stars, Carolina. He said there was like half a dozen of them in there that night, just looking at everybody. And I'm like, were they looking at Risto? Were they looking at I don't know anybody?
I mean, you have to kind of think that they were looking at Risto. It's his first game back, and then all of a sudden everybody's at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you obviously want to see them play, and actually, like Armin had said, it's kind of nice to like ram it right up the hoop of the Canadian fan base because they're like, oh, we have this, and
you've had nothing since Carey Price. Shut up.
Right. Well, they got something going now, but not that day. So, but obviously we have to go back downhill to the Flyers losing to the Sabres 5-3. Obviously, me and Wade had talked about this. And we thought this was going to be an easy win, but when you do that, you lose 5-3. Noah Cates showed up in the first, getting his 8th assisted by Bobby Brink. Cam York got his 2nd of the season, assisted by Trevor Zegras and Bobby Brink in the 2nd. And then Konechny got his 10th of the season in the 3rd, assisted by Andre and Drysdale. Alex Lyon win. Sam Urson loss. Lyon left the game at 889. Urson left with an 852. Urson's record here is 5-4-4. Line is 8-6-3. This is just like this was the game that I usually don't get up and leave and stop watching games during them, even because we have been good at coming back. I think once it got to like 5-2, I got up. So I think Konechny scored, and I was like, oh, okay, we got this. Let me turn around. By the time I turned around, it was done. So and it always seems to be the Buffalo Sabres. They'll be on a 10-game losing streak and then playoffs, and then all of a sudden they'll win. They'll break that streak. But this is atrocious. And this is I'm going to tell you right now that there's going to be a pretty extensive talk about Sam Urson later during Alley Talk. But this is ridiculous. And some of the stuff that we have been talking about with the trade rumors, we got 2 trade rumors. They don't involve Buffalo at all. But Buffalo doesn't really, I mean, on paper, they may have, they have Dahlin, they have Benson, they have Tage Thompson, they have Alex Tuck. That's cool. Their goalie situation is absolutely fucking horrendous. They do have Owen Power too, who hasn't been had a really bad turnover during that game. But at the same time, like you can't lose to these guys. Like it's ridiculous. So Corey, we'll go to you first. See what you have to say about the Buffalo Sabres loss.
It's like you said earlier. You know, the third period comebacks. It wears on you. We're what 30 some games into the season, 35, 36, whatever it is. It wears you down playing from behind all the time, fighting and struggling to come back. You know, yeah, they have the most third period, you know, comeback wins and most third period goals and this and that and the other. It's like, and I hate. I hate to agree with Tortorella here, but they need to come out and they need to start scoring in the first period. This third period stuff, man, it wears you down. Constantly having to fight to come back, to get that one extra goal to even tie up the game, to take the lead. It wears you down, man. You can't play like that all season. It's not doable. Everybody needs to show up. Everybody needs to play their time. When you go on the ice, you do your hard 30, 35, 40-second shift, and you get off, man. I'm seeing guys, like, for instance, the other night, Drysdale was out there almost a minute and 40 seconds. It's like, dude, that can't be.
Right.
Zegras was out there for like a minute and 30 seconds. TK was battling in the corner. I don't know why he didn't even get off the ice. He was at a minute and 18 seconds on a shift. It's like, dude, you guys gotta change up here. I understand your fourth line guys are only getting 8 to 10 minutes a game, but they're making the 8 to 10 minutes worthwhile.
Not.
You know, I understand line changes. Everybody's still dealing with, you know, Forrester being out. The lines are still being juggled around and everything, but I like the way that the lines are moving. But the playing from behind, man, it's got to stop. You got to come out like a house on fire and just start blowing these guys away in the first period and making them realize, hey, look, we're not going to come back in the third period. We're just going to hurt you in the first period.
Well, Armin, what do you got? You got for us?
The bad thing for me is they score first, Flyers come back with 2, and then they just let them score 3 unanswered goals. You just let them fucking in. You let them score, and that's it. One of them being a power play, right? Stay out of the box at 10 penalty minutes. Got to stay out of the box. Also, we had 3 power plays. We couldn't capitalize on one. It's like these are things against Buffalo. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating for me to, because I woke up that day thinking, okay, you got Buffalo. And not that you should take it lightly, but you play your game, you win. You could win. That's like, and then they just decide to not really show up. It's like, I don't know. I hate the whole mentality of playing down. That's silly to me.
I was just going to
if you're better than a team, treat them like your little brother. Take them out back and beat the dog shit out of them. That's what you do. You don't play down to that. Playing down, that's silly. It's a silly way to play anything. That's silly. I don't know. It just bothers me. You stay out of the box. Stay out of the box. There's no reason for that.
San Filippo version of tanking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you definitely want to take that. That's my thing. The playing down. I know some people think that it's just like a myth that they do that, but I really do think that they do that because they lose against teams that they shouldn't be losing against, Buffalo being one of them. But that moves us on to the yesterday matinee loss against the Rangers, which is another one that I really thought we could have won. We lost 5-4 in a shootout, and this was an interesting game. We will get into it. Denver Barkey did get the nod, which is awesome. Been waiting for that guy to come up. He had a pretty good day. But other than that, so Urson has to play this game because Vladar got hurt. And then we find out pretty close to puck drop that Devo isn't going to be in either. So it's him. He's kind of turning into a guy you kind of like a Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of things there. But the fact that they were definitely going to play Vladar against the Rangers because, like Corey had said the other about the Montreal game, this would have been Vladar's turn. This is what ends up happening here. We lose 5-4 in a shootout. The Rangers come out in the first. Panarin scores, which obviously, but then in the second, Sanheim gets his third. A power play goal was assisted by Denver Barkey and Michkov, which is great. Then Tippett gets his 10th of the season, assisted by York and Barkey again. Obviously, that kid's got to stay up. Zegras gets his 15th, a power play goal assisted by Drysdale and Cates. And then Abols gets his second, is a shorthanded goal assisted by Sanheim. And then the Rangers, they just come back, do the same exact thing that the Sabres had done. We were going, and then we just gave up. It goes to a shootout. And again, like I said, Urson's in there. Panarin and Trocheck both score. Zegras and Konechny both miss. Not going to get on to Zegras too much, but, the fan base is now convinced that every time you're in a shootout, you're going to score. So you might want to keep up with that. TK, same thing. He almost had it. But, we got a real issue here. And we'll get into it in the next segment. But I really wanted this win. I know a lot of people hate the Penguins, which I do too, but I fucking hate the Rangers, man. Everything about them. I just don't like them. But real quick, before we get into that, let's see. Dan Lynn chimes in and says, what if the roster freezes? I don't know if is that in line with what?
I think he's meaning about the AHL.
AHL. I don't think if that is what that's for. I don't think the AHL. I don't think anything's going to happen with that. I think we're pretty okay when it comes to that. Brandon Paul says, I'm sure fans are talking about the interaction before Michkov. Will we talk about that in a little bit? Just let us bring up the topics, huh? You want to let us bring up the topics? I think you should probably do that. Anyway, Colin yesterday fucking blew. Yep, he lives with he's married to a Rangers fan. Minnie Rempe was asleep for the first 50 minutes, and I was so ready to talk shit. Then Urson said, "Hold my beer." He said, "Dog, I'm married to a Rangers fan. This blows my mind. Hate being married to a Rangers fan." Hey, you know what? You said I do.
I was there for it.
Yeah, Corey was there for it. Yeah, so it did happen. Yeah, this sucks. It does suck. It sucks more for him because now he's got to hear about it. But Armor, we'll go to you first. This game, shootout loss against the Rangers 5-4.
It sucks to play a game and you play so well, right? And you're up a couple goals and then to just give it away. And I'm not blaming Risto, but the delay game penalty, it's like, okay, then they score. We go to overtime. Then you get a power play and then choose not to shoot the puck, right? You're on a power play in overtime and now you're just playing with the puck, right? Take the shot. The puck doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I'm a big fan of the greasier goals. Traffic in front, shoot low off the pad, look for a rebound, right? Like, just fundamental hockey shit. Everybody's looking for the perfect shooting lane, the perfect setup, the beauty snipe. Like, just get the puck on net, and then you go to shootout. And yeah, Trevor Zegras is a human being. He's not going to make it every time, right? It shouldn't have even got to that point. I work with a Rangers fan. I'm talking shit all day. Now I owe him $20, right? Like, and it was a winnable game, and you gave it up. This was a bad week for Flyers hockey. This was all bad. That one hurts.
Real quick, I just want to answer Dan's question. He said, when does the NHL roster freeze start before the Olympics? And that's actually December 31st is when that starts. Just want to answer that for you there, Dan. Thanks for coming through. And then G says, one of you please explain what they were doing playing catch back and forth with the puck in the PP and overtime. Yeah, I can't answer that for you. I didn't watch the game. I was getting the doubt.
And it's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like we're looking for the perfect shot, the perfect, shooting lane. It's not going to be perfect. Traffic in front of the net, shoot low off the pad. Take a shot, take a chance. It's, you know what I mean? There's a man advantage on overtime. Like, it boggles my mind. But you're right. They were playing with it. They're playing with the puck for no reason.
Colin chimes and says, had 3.5 minutes of power play time in a fucking OT, question mark. Shoot the damn thing. You know, Urson was going to let you down when it came to the shootout. And Dan says the Habs shoot from everywhere. He's very true. You guys see this is up on the screen now? That's a little thing they got going on.
I see that over here in the right corner.
Kind of like that. You guys can see it too. So I don't have to pull it up all the time. Pretty cool. Which is great. I go full screen. Anyway, yeah. Corey, want to go about this Rangers Rags?
I'm going to bring up one little statistic, and then I'm slightly going to backtrack to the Buffalo game as well. This is a statistic that kind of it makes me think a little bit. The Rangers had 23 giveaways in that game. The Flyers had 10. Okay? So then, what was it? Thursday with Buffalo, yes. We'll go back to that one.
Irati, yo, brother. See ya. Give you a little shout out there, bro. I'll get you over here.
Buffalo on Thursday had 25 giveaways. The Flyers had 6. Okay. Now, let's go back to – those were just two little things that have been bothering my mind with these past two games. First period and the third period. Sanheim had a chance to shoot the puck with under 3 seconds left, and he didn't do it. Piss poor time management, not knowing how much time's left on the clock. In overtime, Mitchkov had the same thing behind the net with about 2 seconds left. Dude, you're not going to be able to get a shot off. You're not going to be able to get a pass off to the point. What were you known for? Do the damn Michigan. Who cares if you fail?
I did see someone in our group text say something. Was that you? Like, wait a minute. What's good? I wasn't watching. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
2 seconds left. I don't care. Pull it off. Do what you got to do.
Yeah,
3 times in that game, you had a chance to get a shot. I don't care if it gets blocked at the top of the circle. I don't care if you fail the Michigan and it lays on top of the net next to the water bottle. Do something.
Yeah.
Yep.
You shoot the puck, you have a better chance of it getting tipped. Prime example, Urson had a screen in front of him about 5 people the other day. Imagine that. The puck went in the net. I'm not saying that's all his fault, but you had 5 guys in front of you. You're not going to be able to see that. Plus, it was tipped.
Right.
If you put people in front of the net, you take a chance and you take the shot. I don't care if it rings off the crossbar or it gets blocked in front of the net. At least you took the damn shot.
Right.
And it's a prime example of, like, even my dad. My dad has been playing hockey since he was 6 years old. He's been around the game his entire life. There's two things my father's basically known his entire life is running heavy equipment and hockey related. I mean, the guy ref for 40 some years too. So what I'm saying though is that my father even sends me a text message during the games, kind of like how we do. He goes, I'm tired of watching this European Russian style of playing hockey of just pass the puck. He says, shoot the damn thing.
Right.
And then, of course, he sends me a text message this morning. He goes, Urson absolutely sucks. It's not wrong.
Dan Linsky says he likes our little side thing. Rob Povia from A2D Radio, absolutely always trying to make the perfect play rather than getting the puck on net. Yep. And Dan says, any injury report on Vladdy? Yeah, dude, that apparently it's just a ding. Like Corey actually was the one that brought it to our attention. It was a little boo-boo, according to Danny Briere. I wouldn't expect any. He's expected to play. We'll get into it in the next segment of the upcoming games. Brought to you by SeatGeek. We'll get into that right now, I guess. All right. Upcoming games brought to you by SeatGeek. Go to, I don't know what that is. Go to your app store, download it. If you already have it, use promo code Old City Sports Network for all one word for $20 off your first game. Go to Lehigh, any of the other credentialed teams that we have, Hershey, Wilkes, so on and so forth. Use it. You'll probably get a game for like $10. Yeah. We have, I guess this is, let's see.
Tomorrow.
We have tomorrow at, okay, why are you not doing what I want you to do? Okay. Tomorrow against the Canucks at 7:30. At the Xfinity Mobile Arena. You can catch this on NBC Sports and the NHL Network. Do have Dan. I know Dan Linsky was asking about Vladar. Vladar is expected to play tomorrow, and so is Demko. The Canucks are coming in at 15, 17, and 3, 7th in the Pacific, and the Flyers now stand at 17, 10, and 7. And we are 4th in the Metro. Vladar's at let's see, he's 12, 5, and 3. Demko's 8, 5, and 0. Demko has a 9.13 save percentage, and Vladar is right under him at a 9.10. And as of right now, our injuries are Dvorak, Vladar, day-to-day, both of them. I will almost guarantee they'll both be available for tomorrow's game. And Forrester. They have Teddy Bluger. They have Pedersen, Cheadle, Bluger, Brisbois. I forgot about that guy. And Forbert all injured. So last time we played them, Vancouver beat us 3-0, October 19th, 2024. So, yeah, going to be a good game, I would say. They are 7th in the Pacific, so you can't really look at that with the Flyers because you know how they are. But, yeah, Cora, what do you think about this one? Win or loss?
If Vladar's not ready to go, I'm starting Kolosov.
Yeah, I don't see why not. And again, the torching of Arson will begin next segment. So,
and I truly do believe, the roster you had yesterday, keep it the same. Hathaway still needs to take a seat. D'Lo still plays. Grundy still plays. These guys have 4 days before the Christmas break. I look at it this way. If Vladar's not ready to go, I'm starting Kolosov tomorrow. Dvorak, you know what? Look, man, if you're banged up, I don't know. What did they even say it was? An upper body or injury or whatever? Undisclosed.
Lower body.
Yep. You know what? Hey, keep him till after the Christmas break. It's what, 2 games? Till after the Christmas break?
Yes. Yep.
They got 2 games this week, and then they don't come back till the 28th or something.
Yeah, Sunday. Yep.
Just keep them out. Let Barkey keep playing.
I was going to say, yep. So side comments. Dan Linsky saying that the Canucks are a good team. Kyle and Recchi. Urson's got to go, either stay down in the AHL or trade. I think his time's up in orange and black. And Dan says Risto's still good, right? Risto is still good to go. He's not injured. Obviously, we want to keep the train going with Urson. Armin, what do you got?
Yeah, I think that's a win, and I agree with Corey. We kind of talked about it a little bit backstage, but because is Kolosov, is that any better? But can it get any worse? Right? It comes down to goaltending. I don't think this game should be a problem, and I fully agree with keeping Barkey up. That performance yesterday was for his first game in the NHL. The kid is poised. His hockey IQ is incredible. Knows where to be on the ice without the puck. He's unselfish. He loves to set up other guys. I think that's great. I say you keep him up, and that's not a shot at Devo, right? No. I think Devo's been playing great. I just want to see more out of the kid.
Yeah, I think it comes down, especially because everyone and their mother knows I'm huge on Barkey, huge on Bump. I think because Bump got hurt the other night. I think it was actually after Barkey had been brought up, so you can't really say. I know they'd been talking about Barkey was the next one to come up, which is great. Him coming straight out and doing what he did yesterday is one of the only shining moments. But yeah, I want to see more of him. I don't think you should send him back down. I think, let's rest up Devo. And that actually brings us straight into hold on a second. Dan Linsky says, yeah, but he works well with Z. Talking about Dvorak. Not sure how. Oh, yeah, we got you, buddy. Yeah, but we got to look at the future here too. So I do think that Dvorak may sign here. I would definitely give him something and keep him here. But you gotta let the kids play. So that brings us right into it's a back-to-back. The next one's against the Blackhawks in Chicago at the United Center. You can watch this on TNT and True TV. Make sure you get that. Remember that. And then the last time we played them, we lost 7-4, that's a little wild. I think that was earlier in the season. But Urson's expected to play this. This is one I would give this 100% to Kolosov. I'm not going over his record again. Spencer Knight's expected to. He's actually got a pretty solid record for a team that's 13, 16, 6, 8th in the Central. You got to shellac these guys. That's all there is to it. Corey, Chicago on Tuesday.
I hate backtracking. I was listening to some other credentialed people talking about how Zegers can't play center.
Please say their name.
Yeah, all right, fine. Anthony Sanfilippo, guess what?
How shocking.
How shocking. Zegers played center yesterday. Kept saying he's not a number 2 center. He might be a number 3 center. Guess what, bud? Stick this in your pipe and smoke it. He was 43% on faceoffs yesterday.
Damn, that's eco. I love when the people in the crowd talk shit. Pay back to those bitches, Hawks. Let's go, dude. I fucking love that. Continue. Sorry.
But he kept saying that, Zegers is not even a number 1 or a 2 center. He might be a number 3 center. It's like, dude, a guy his talent, yeah, he played center in the preseason. Why? For situations like this. So shut up.
Yep. Yeah, it's
asshole.
All the targets to pick too. The guy that's like one of the most successful players on the fucking team.
On a career year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Career year.
I mean, we can start trashing Jamie Baskow now too.
Oh my God. I forgot all about that whole thing.
I did not.
What show is that on again?
I don't remember. Who cares? It's irrelevant.
Very forgettable.
Losers.
Very bad.
Ryan Pauling.
Ryan Pauling.
Yeah. Having a very successful year in Anaheim. 32 games played, 7 points.
There's a fucking H in that name, by the way, you fucking weirdo. Brandon says we should win against the Hawks because Bedard is out too. Yeah. Yep.
Against the Blackhawks? Yeah. You know what? Might as well let Kolosov play again, or better yet, call up Bjornsson. I don't care. Just don't let Urson play.
No. And on the podcast then, everybody that doesn't know, I'm speaking this on the podcast then, so people on the podcast then can actually know what the people in the crowd are saying. Kyle Recky says, Corey, those idiots remind me of Helen Keller speaking. Whoa.
That's back to the Family Guy skit. My God. Yeah, oh God.
All right. So with that being said, let's move on to Alley Talk. We do got some stuff. So like I scroll at the bottom. If you guys have something to say, definitely dial 302-615-0744. Tell us what you're thinking. I will patch you into the CSN landline. But we're getting into Alley Talk, brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. All right, Alley Talks brought to you by Iron and Steel Threads. Go to www.ironandsteelthreads.com. Use promo code OldCity10 for 10% off site-wide. And remember, a portion of the proceeds go to youth hockey organizations. So we do have some topics we're going to get into. We're going to hit it off immediately with Denver Barkey makes his NHL debut. This was great. Dude got 2 points, got 2 assists. To come out like that, it definitely shows that the youth is here. Do got a couple other guns, but to see Denver Barkey come up and be as successful as he is, it's also great in the interview. Hopefully he can grow a nice beard because, I don't know, that baby face has got to go. But, I love everything I see from this kid. Can't wait for Alex Bump that he's actually hurt right now. But can't wait to see what the young kids have to show here because he came out swinging. Love everything about it. Armin, let's go to you. real quick. Brandon says definitely keep Barkey up. I've been seeing that. You guys were saying it. Kurt actually messaged me and says, don't even send that guy back down. Let's go. So, yeah, Denver Barkey, Armor.
Yeah, I like I said, dude, this kid, he looked great. And what really surprised me was his hockey IQ and where he was. I think it was the second period, just watching him rotate and then cover back for D, and just his movement on the ice was, for a young kid, he looks really, really good setting guys up. I don't think you send him down, at least not right away. The future looks really, really good. And during the Corinne was making fun of me. So after the 2 assists, he did an interview and he thanked his parents. And I'm sitting there, I'm holding the baby, and he's thanking his parents. And she goes, "Why do you look like you're about to cry right now? Like, why do you look like this?" I was like, no, I'm just saying, like, the kid looks, whatever. Fuck you, dude.
It's funny you say that. Me and Shaw were watching the condensed game because I obviously missed it yesterday. And he goes, he's in there, and Charlotte's like, "How old is that kid?" I actually had to look. He's 20 years old, but yeah, it's can't make fun of you, dude. It's fucking, it's a beautiful thing.
He's like, "I want to thank my parents. There's a lot of long car rides and in and out of rinks and this and that." She said, I didn't see you get like this when our kids were born. Why are you doing this? I'm like, stop it, dude. Nah, dude, he's just a kid. Whatever. Fuck you, dude. Yikes. But no, the kid looks really good, and it's his play off the puck. His play off the puck looks great. I'm gonna shut up now.
I hate that thing they have over us when it's like you didn't cry when your kids were born. I'm one of them too. I like tried to get myself to cry so I wouldn't be one of those guys. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me right now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would have cried too. Yeah, so Brandon says definitely keep him up, and Dan Linsky asks if we're gonna get into the Stamkos rumor here in a minute. So yeah, we'll get you going. Corey, Denver Barkey.
It'd be even worse, Armin, if Corinne looked at you and goes, "You didn't even give me that look last night when I made you meatballs." I don't want to spill the sauce on my shirt.
My shirt. Bro, that was a nice Sergio Tacchini tracksuit. You can't spill the gravy on the tracksuit.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm not wearing clothes I can't spell or pronounce. Get the hell out of here.
Until you try one on, I'm telling you, it's the most comfortable thing in the world, dude. Sergio
They don't make circus tent sizes for me. Shut up.
I'm telling you, they make big dog sizes. All the Italian, you should see all my cousins. The bigger you are, the cooler you are. Yeah, dude, they make it like 5X.
I should have been Italian then instead of German.
Do you remember Fat was a Big Pun and Fat Joe? They all wore them, dude.
They were Puerto Ricans that had millions of dollars.
It has nothing to do with the size that they make them.
Yeah, because they could get them custom made.
Puerto Rican, they make your size. Yeah.
After the show, I'm gonna send you some links.
There we go.
I'll wear one next show.
Him in one, dude. Oh my fucking god.
That'd be so.
We can put that on my credentials next year for the Flyers. We got Big Tom, now we got Big C.
oh shit.
Denver Barkey, he impressed me. Obviously, he was impressive in the Phantoms as well. He does the little things that nobody notices, and I'm telling the little things. Perfect breakout passes. Head is always moving. Head is always up. He sees full 200 feet of the ice at all times. No matter where he is, he's always seeing somebody on the ride the storm. That's all I'm going to say.
That's right. We gotta like the pipeline right now. That's why big on a lot of guys down there. And don't forget about the guys like Carter Amico and Shane Van Sage. Obviously Porter Martone. Got a lot of cool stuff to look forward to here in the years to come. Obviously, I don't have to, talk about Denver Barkey. I've been talking about him since day one. Him and Alex Bump. I'm looking forward to them playing together in orange and black. But I will say, boys, make sure you get your restraining orders. Flyers Nitty Gritty is kind of hunting out there. They do stay on people's properties and shit. You better watch out for that. Anyway, let's move on to see which is the next one. All right, the Tim Saunders hot mic. Very interested in your guys' opinions on this. solely for I personally I'll go last here. Dan Linsky says he knows how to box out. Yes, he does. He's the man. Anyway, Corey, I want to hear your opinion on this hot mic. And for those of you that don't know, Tim Saunders and Friggy are doing the radio commentary, and we're caught with a hot mic. Saunders asked Friggy to quote unquote blow him while he's down there, and it was hot mic. So, Corey, thoughts on this? What do you think? He's on a excuse me, two game suspension while they figure out what they're going to do long term.
Tim Saunders has been with the Flyers since 1996-97 season, I believe, is when he came in. Somebody can fact check me. I don't care, but I believe that's when it was. So you're talking almost 20 years this guy's been here. I like Tim Saunders on the radio. He actually makes Fridge Fridge is very entertaining as he is.
Fridge is Fridge.
Yeah, like Fridge has had hot mics once or twice as well. Not to this severity. He has dropped an F-bomb. I know of at least one time I caught it on the radio, but
that's
shit happens.
Territory too. That's a whole different ball game.
You got Todd Fedoruk on the radio. I mean, for God's sakes, yeah. He's gonna let an F-bomb slip. It's bound to happen. Guy's played hockey his entire life, and then you put him on public radio. It's like, bad idea.
Being an enforcer too. Yeah, he's gonna have
exactly my point. His role has been his role for 30 some years. Do I think that if this was a different era, instead of, everybody being soft as baby shit these days, I think, he would probably take the suspension and this and that and the other. But unfortunately, with the generation we live in and this and that and the other, it's probably going to lead to his termination. And I don't agree with that at all.
So the Karens are out. And
absolutely.
And I will say, I'm so glad that I got off X when I did. I can't handle it. People are just.
I deleted it months ago.
It's horrible. But I do have it on my browser, so I can glance every now and then. But they're out and about, and the going speech is, if we didn't allow Carter Hart to come back, then he should go. And
Carter Hart was allowed to come back.
Right.
That is the thing that pisses me off the most, and everybody's talking about, this player and that player, and okay, let's go even worse. Milan Lucic was 2 counts felony aggravated assault and kidnapping on his ex-fiance or whatever like that. Well, guess what? He got a contract signing. He was released because he sucks, but he was able to come back too. He was released from the Springfield Ironbirds or whatever it was. St. Louis minor league team. But these guys, Carter Hart was allowed to come back. He served his suspension. He was acquitted. He was not guilty, however the hell you want to call it. But now all of a sudden, one of the boys talking to one of the boys about, joking about something like that. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, we can't do that. If you, Jesse, I know you never played the game, but you can, you imagine.
I've lived the life, yeah.
Yeah, some of the shit we used to say in the locker room, dude.
God, dude.
That's nothing.
Right.
And I think that's the I think that I personally think, and before we go, I'll go to Armin. I'll go last, like I said. Brandon Paul says, I'm sure there are a lot of announcers who said a lot worse. And Colin Recchi chimes in twice, says, I can't see the thing. He says, accidents happen, move on. We're human. 20 years with the organization. It's not like he was Sanduskying people. Okay, yeah, I'd say that would give him a little bit. It'd be a little different.
That's a take.
How a generation that grew up on South Park and Family Guy that got offended is beyond me. And Heather Edwards says, hello, boys, and personally thought the Tim Saunders thing was hilarious. You know what? And the problem is, I'll just say this, and I'll go to Armin. I think it's just because of who it was. I was not expecting that when I saw or heard it, but I I think that plays a lot into it. Armin, you go. You can go.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was fucking hysterical. It's a 1950s dad joke that's been around forever, right? If 99% of the fans were in the room, probably would have laughed and thought it was funny, right? Everybody who's mad about it, he didn't say it to you, so shut up, right? It was a joke. He didn't really want somebody to blow him. Like, stop.
I want Fridgie to do that.
It's even funny.
It's a joke. Yeah.
Right.
It was a joke, and nobody was talking to you. So don't be offended. It had nothing to do with you. Nobody's life was in danger. He didn't really want. Stop it. Stop. It's so stupid.
As bad as it is too, it's like I said earlier with Fridgie dropping the F-bomb, like that's an FCC thing. They're gonna have to pay for that. This is another one. There was no profanity used. One, I'm just talking radio talk for a second. There's no profanity used, so no one lost money. The majority, like both of you are saying, the majority of the people, and like Heather and everyone in the comments are saying, a lot of people thought it was funny. Personally, I don't know. I was a little torn up about it because I don't really listen to the radio that much. It was funny, and I think the funniest part about it was Fridgie laughing in the background when he's like, "I think we're still on the like." But that's like it's hockey though. Like these are not trying to sound like out of turn or anything, but like these are guys like Corey was saying. Like these guys have been in the locker room. They're around professional athletes. Like they weren't saying it to you. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's affecting the franchise, and the franchise they're gonna have to figure out what it is. They don't need you fucking defenders of everything that has nothing to do with you to come defend them. They'll figure it out. 2 game suspension. Got it. I thought that was kind of funny the way it was worded, like he's a fucking player. But like, it's
without pay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, dude? Like Corey said, I didn't know he's been with the franchise for 20 years. What are you gonna do? Come on, dude. Knock it off, people.
I can look that up while you're giving that.
Colin says, kind of wish he would have said, let's pull a Bill Clinton. That would have been funny, but I don't know if Fridgie would have appreciated that. Heather says, exactly. I hate this new generation of let's get offended over the stupidest shit. This is how us hockey fans talk. And that's the thing. And honestly, the people that are complaining are people that are literally just doing it just to do it. They're not even really offended by it. So, like, it's, if it was like Leah Hextall and he was like, hey, why are you under there? Yeah, you're fucking buddy.
Right.
But it wasn't. And it was Fridgie. Hey, Fridge, do you care? No. Done. Psst.
People that are offended by this don't know what offsides is, right? You know what I mean? They read it somewhere. They read that this guy said it, and then now they're mad. They don't watch hockey.
1997, Saunders came in. I just
nice.
looked it up. So what I heard was correct. But, and quick backtrack, like Colin was talking about, grew up with Family Guy in South Park. It's not that generation. It's the generation after us that is pathetic. They're sitting there, this, that, and the other. Like, dude, you really want to butthurt people? Bring back Kate Smith.
Whoa, here we go. All right.
I'll say that until I'm blue in the face.
Gaetano says, hot mess. It was funny, not hurtful. Yeah. Well, let's get to something that's actually hurtful and not funny. And that would be Sam Erson's ignored stats. I was able to pick this stat up in the wins here. And it's Sam Erson has played 12 to 13 games and has one regulation win. And the fact that the defense plays fine in front of Vladar. We got to figure out this Erson thing. That's an absolute issue. Now, I do think that Vladar was dinged up. A boo-boo, Corey. That's what DDB said. So, I don't think we have too much to worry about. I don't think we have to go deep into it. But Sam Erson's got to go. At this point, you literally could bring up Carson Bjarnason. Sorry. Or we have Kolosov up now. You could keep him up. Nothing else could be worse at this point. Erson is just bad. Like, I did get to watch the like I said, the condensed game, which they do show the goals. And you can't continue. And this is crazy because a lot of people would say, defense. You can't blame the defense on this too much anymore. That's starting to wear a little thin here. These goals that are going in, AHL goalies can stop. Like, this is getting wild here. And I'm glad it's the first time. Also, I'm glad the fan base is all on the same page when it comes to this. But Urson's got to go. It's over. Like this, I don't even know if it was an experiment, but it's definitely done. Brandon Paul says figure out they need to just trade him like now. We'll go to Corey first. Again, we're trying to keep Orman out of trouble. So let's.
Well, I mean, they did. Goalies that had worse numbers were traded. Stuart Skinner. That poor dude. I'm telling you, even though he's 28, I'm retiring from hockey. He's just getting lit.
One last contract.
Keep him in Pittsburgh. Couldn't happen to a nicer team.
Yep. Good old Schittsburg. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what the Phantom schedule looks like, this week. But personally, I would just, I'd bump Vladar to the IR, so that way you make up another spot, and you can carry 3 goalies. Because do they go to Chicago on? Yeah,
we go to Chicago on Tuesday.
We go to Chicago on Tuesday.
Yeah, Monday Canucks.
No, we wouldn't be able to carry 3 goalies.
Right.
I was going to say if you carried 3 goalies, I would let Kolosov play tomorrow, and then I'd just let Bjornsson play Tuesday against Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's not how that's going to work. But you know what? Screw it. I think Urson just needs to, we were talking about earlier in the year, sit back, take your role as a number 2. I think you need to sit back and take a permanent rest and realize that you are not a fit for this team anymore. The defense has stepped up a little bit. There were some blind breakout passes. There's been some really bad turnovers. But, dude, I mean, there were that one that trickled through his legs. I mean, oh, my God. Like, come on, man. You didn't even need equipment to stop that. You could have just Pele kicked it and it would have stopped. Sorry, if I'm talking, I'm letting Kolosov play both games.
Heather Edwards chimes in and says we should have never lost yesterday. How the fuck did we go into the third 4-2, then end up losing in a shootout? For fuck's sake, Armin, your take on Urson?
Yeah, god awful. And somebody in the comments said trade him, and trade him for what? Like you can't, you're not gonna. And I just don't understand how a dude last year who was decent, right, represented his country in the 4 nations,
solid,
right,
yeah,
right,
good in the 4 nations,
right. Now, and he played just because Markstrom was hurt, right?
Yeah,
is that how that worked? But he still did okay. So like his resume is there. The stats this season are god awful. Do I think Kolosov's the answer? No, I don't. And we're saying all this assuming Vladar's not going to play this week. Yeah, right. He'll be playing. So I don't think it's a horrible idea to start Kolosov against Chicago. I don't think that's a horrible idea. But it sucks that it happens now, right? We're in a wild card spot. We're winning games. Even when we're, losing games, a lot of them are in overtime, so you're still getting a point. But it's this weird area now. It's like now you have to try something new when we're kind of making moves and we're in a good spot, because the experiment could go wrong, and then we find ourselves in the basement, and there you go. Not that I had high expectations, but I want to see them win. I don't want to see them lose out. I'm not the dude that wants them to tank. I don't like that. But it just sucks that it happens now. Do you run with 3 goalies like you were talking about or whatever? But I think Kolosov, it can't get much worse. You got to, because Urson's bad, like bad. So I'm kind of over him altogether. And in the beginning of this season, like on the show, I tried to defend him. I tried to stick up for him, knowing because last season, he has an impressive resume. He did all right. He stepped up when we needed him to. But it's gotten to a point now. It's like I don't even want to hear his name.
Right. Brandon says, just wish they come out and say Vladar is our number 1 too. I don't think they have to. But Heather agrees with Brandon, and Colin says, I miss Alex Lyon. Yeah, it's it's an issue. And that's why I say it's call solved. The answer, no. But like, I think everybody just needs a new image, a new goalie in the net. If Vladar is probably going to come back, but this is just an absolute what if. Other what ifs that happened were the Kiefer Sherwood trade rumor. This was a thing, and then it died real quick. When the whole trade rumor started with Philadelphia kicking the tires on Quinn Hughes, they actually did talk to Kiefer Sherwood, which I'd be a huge fan of. The dude's an absolute monster for Vancouver Canucks. But apparently through our sources, and I know everyone loves to hear that, they did talk to him earlier in the month, and then there has been zero contact since. And the contact that we have saying that he would probably go to Minnesota because they're all in on everything. That would mean that they would have Quinn Hughes and Kiefer Sherwood. But then that brings us to, we were going to try to blow through this a little bit just to trade rumors. The Stamkos trade rumor too was here, and then it was gone. Kind of like Urson's career. So yeah, I don't think that this helps. Obviously the Kiefer Sherwood one would absolutely help in, the scoring category, but don't really know. I was talking to Armin backstage before we started here, like what the deal would even look like, and nothing would benefit the Flyers. The Nashville Predators did come out and say that they do not. If anybody would want Stamkos, they are not going to retain any of his salary. So
that's a big thing,
right?
I think I looked it up. He's what, $8 and some odd million for the next 3 years with a no buyout and a no movement clause until his very last year, which is 3 more years.
Dan Linsky does come out and say Lyon wasn't a Flyer once and injury prone, and now Deadmonton.
Deadmonton.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I didn't see that. Could have put a dash in there. I think he was. Did he play for? I don't know. I think he played for Flyers. But Colin says as soon as he was announced as the goalie, I said, "Fuck my life." How dramatic are we about to lose this game? And it happened. And then Dan Linsky says, "No, not him." I guess I'm to Stamkos. Stamkos thing doesn't make any sense. Like I said, they don't want to retain any salary. That's absolutely crazy. I don't know if that's the deal, but just to get Armin going here, I'm gonna delete some of these things here. Real quick, Corey, were you able to get this up and going here? You get a list. Is it too early? We can do it.
There was a couple that I looked at and everything like that. As they talked about previously, Alex Tuck up in Boston, they got the new general manager up there. He was the same manager that was out in Columbus with Tortorella. I think Alex Tuck would be a great fit for the Flyers. He's not going to cost you a whole hell of a lot of money. He's going to get out of Buffalo.
Right.
Like I said, Leo Carlson's definitely still available too, but we both know how that's going to go. Let's see here. Who else? And
I could say that the Stamkos rumor was probably just a rumor mill thing. And the Sherwood thing, I think they what they had said that they wanted. Actually, let me quote directly from what my guy said here. Let's see.
What the hell?
It was they definitely wanted a first, a ready player, and a high end prospect, and I don't think that it even got to any kind of talks yet because it talks just stopped. So
yeah, they died real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, though, there was.
If it's easier to talk about it closer to the trade deadline, it'd probably be. I just want to see if there's anything going.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, but like I said, there's a couple that I looked at, that strangely enough that you could probably go and get. this year and probably have a pretty good turnaround with them. One of the first ones that popped in my head was, Akira Schmidt, I think, would be actually a pretty good backup for Dan Vladar out in Vegas.
Right.
He's not going to cost you very much. He's not the greatest numbers in the world, but look at what we got in the meantime.
Right.
So I could probably get you a list of better, quick, in a hurry type of deal than what we're at right now with being a time crunch and everything. But I'll start that list this afternoon.
All right.
Maybe we could maybe the Flyers might muster a trade or something.
All right. Well, let's get into this then. I do have some good news on what this looks like now. The Flyers' current standing point, because obviously when we lose, we don't want to lose, but when we do, everybody decides they want to pick a bridge and jump off it. The Flyers are seated right now 4th in the Metro, 6th in the division, and at 1st in the wild card. So we're in a really good spot right now. I do have an issue with and I know we had all talked about it when we were all on an episode. It was definitely a hot topic to say that you got to stop getting these 1 points. You got to start winning in regulation. They got to start doing that because we're as of right now. I think John Scott is right. Once Thanksgiving happens, everybody is kind of where they're going to be for the foreseeable future. Flyers are in a playoff position right now, and you are going to go up against the teams that you are having trouble with right now on the East Coast. So I mean, I would even take a first round exit. I just want some Flyers playoff fucking hockey, dude. I need it. I need to live. I need it. Yeah. But that's where we're at right now. There was one more thing that I think everybody needs to calm down about. The Mitchkov Tocchet little argument that was on there. It fucking happens. Corey, I know you could you could vouch for it. I've played not professional. I've played competitive sports. This shit happens. Everybody relax. There is a language barrier that is still happening. There's an interpreter on the bench with them at all times. So, I mean, Tocchet didn't even look mad. It looked like Mitchkov was getting frustrated because he didn't understand. Everybody shut the fuck up. Just relax. And
you got to remember, Mitchkov's Russian. He always looks pissed off.
I thought it was you that sent me this text, but Colin actually sent me a text earlier about it was from a page that I keep reporting because it keeps quoting people that's just not true. And it said something that Mitchkov was saying how he doesn't like that Barkey came up and he's not gonna sit back on a lower line while Barkey does. That's not fucking true. The dude can't even fucking speak English. You really think he fucking said that? It's like,
and I saw that posted this morning, and I commented on it. I said, and bullshit like this needs to keep getting flagged because I said idiots like these people continue to agree with it. What did I do? I reported it.
Yeah, Armin.
If that was the case, that rumor would have came out. What was it? Monday night when they put Grundy up and they bumped him and they bumped Meach down the line. So if that was the case, that would have happened already. But people just want to talk and piss and moan, and that's what they want to do. But real quick, boys, I got to jet up. Can I give you a quick final thought for the week?
Absolutely.
Cool. I think it's going to be a huge week for the Flyers. I think they come out and I think they win all 3 games. I think they win all 3 games this week. It's going to be a great Christmas.
Wow.
Take that to the bank. I think it's going to be a huge week. I think it's a huge bounce back week from last week. I fully believe in this team.
Oh, you're so dominant.
It's already a good Christmas. And Mula got sent away.
Yeah, dude, that's huge. Huge.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right, boys. But listen.
Of course.
Merry Christmas.
I will be talking to you, brother.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right, with that being said, we'll move on to Beaut of the Week. Keep the show going. We will miss Armin, but let's get her going here. All right, Flyers Alley's Beat of the Week is brought to you by Warlord Beard Oil. Go to www.warlordbeardoil.com. Use promo code OLDSPORTS in all caps for 15% off site-wide. Any orders over $65 get you free shipping. I will. Colin did say he's glad he could assist with the text and all that. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Anytime you do it, dude, definitely send her through. All right, Buttes of the Week. I'm going to go Denver Barkey. Flat out, 2 points. NHL debut. Let's go. One and done for me.
I'm wholeheartedly with you on that one. I got to throw Risto in there too.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that shit.
And I have to, and I also, and in no chronological order of most important as well, from between 1 and 3, I got to throw Trevor Zegras in there.
Okay.
Those 3 guys, they made this week way more bearable.
Brandon, I know Greg's not around. Colin, if you got any. G and Dan, if you have any people that you think are the gold stars of the week, definitely let us know and we'll get you going. Brandon says mine are Barkey, Delorier, and Zegras. That's some good ones. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Delorier lately, but I do have a really good moron of the week that has to do with Delorier, and it's just we got Does it jump
over what I sent with Jamie Baskow?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I should really put that in.
Come on, that was a good one too.
Where did you send it?
I think I sent it in a group message.
Oh, it's gonna take me forever to find it. Give me 1 second. Oh wait.
Yeah, I sent it in a group message.
How far up is it?
It's like last week. A lot of voice messages in the meantime.
Well, yeah, I know where you're at. Yeah, we can't not give Jamie Baskow, his due diligence, So let's see. Okay,
Orange and Black podcast, Broken Belt Network. That's what that idiot's on.
Broken Belt, those guys that used to be with us that fucking suck.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, if you go back.
I'm back. I don't know. I'm
Monday.
Yeah, I'm so far back now. I gotta go. I'm already Monday. Oh, is this the Risto thing? No. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Schmuck.
Is this a video?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Remember?
Hold on.
There you go. Is one main reason why it was a cheap price to get Trevor Zegras here, and I say cheap price. Ryan Poling's playing excellent hockey for the Anaheim Ducks, but the Flyers didn't have to move much, than Poling, to obtain, Trevor Zegras. So with that being said, I think that Owen Tippett is a player that a lot of teams would covet because a lot of teams are struggling for the 35, 40 goal scorers, especially a team like the Vancouver Canucks. They want an immediate NHL-ready player. Tippett is an immediate NHL-ready player, plus who could pot 35 to 40. I think Cutter Gauthier.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is real quick, I'm just going to read these. Let's see. Brandon says Delorier, Zegras. G says Zegras, Risto, and Barkey. Colin says Delorier just throwing the fist of that first glance yesterday, no hesitation. Went to Boyertown. I can't spell. Okay, so we're gonna slide right into moron of the week because that absolutely just fits right in with these people, and that's your Philadelphia credential fucking godfather there. So let's just get into moron of the week.
What the? Where's that sound coming from?
All right, moron of the week is just brought to you by the fans. You guys are what keeps this pumping because that's what that is. So, real quick, I'm just gonna play that again because he is absolutely he is the number one moron of the week. So we're just gonna get that going.
Cutter Gauthier is one main reason why it was a cheap price to get Trevor Zegras here, and I say cheap price. Ryan Poling's playing excellent hockey for the Anaheim Ducks.
Ryan Poling,
but the Flyers didn't have to move much, than Poling, to obtain, Trevor Zegras. So with that being said, I think that Owen Tippett is a player that a lot of teams would covet because a lot of teams are struggling for the 35, 40 goal scorers,
especially a team like the Vancouver Canucks. They want an immediate NHL ready player. Tippett is an immediate NHL ready player, plus who could pot 35 to 40. I think Cutter Gauthier.
Not only is it Broken Bell Media, or whatever the fuck they're called, they used to be part of us called the Philly Pod. How low do you really have to go to go get Jamie fucking Bascal on your fucking show? And then for him to say what he just said, Corey, can you give me the stats of Ryan Poling, please?
Poling, okay. So Ryan Poling has missed 4 games this season. He was injured. Dude, you're a professional NHL player. You play anything, it's going to happen. He's got 7 points this year. He's averaging about 14 minutes of ice time a game. Now, he wants to talk about teams like Vancouver want an NHL-ready player. Owen Tippett is definitely an NHL-ready player. But he says they want 35 to 40 goal scorers. You freaking flaming dumbass. Tippett's never even hit the 30-goal mark, let alone 35 to 40. How pathetic are you? This is what is based off of this. You're not only the moron of the week, you're the moron of the season. And like watching all the other crap that you have on this Broken Bell network, like you have some dude who's got strobe lights and stuff. I swear to God, I had a seizure watching your dumbass video. You're going to start pronouncing names and stuff, dude. Make sure you get the name right. It's Ryan Poling.
Yeah,
Gauthier.
If you look up Ryan Poling on Hockey DB, it's not going to come up because the guy doesn't fucking exist. He is not having a good season, like Corey just said. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I would love to say that we don't like to talk shit because I love talking shit, and it is what it is. I do know a big thing with franchises, which obviously some of the stuff that you guys have done over at Flyers Nitty Gritty, the fact that you still have your credentials is fucking mind blowing. But yeah, Brandon says, Jesse, I can see the vein popping out in your head to just start bashing these guys. Season, no, that's still Brody. Oh, Broads Media, that's another one, you fucking clown. And then G says, I'd like to nominate him for Moron of the Year. Well, before we get the big dog fucking riled up even more, we do have 2 more. So we will give them Moron of the Week. Number 1 to Jamie Bascal. Number 2, Jack Alteri. Keep Darth Vladar in goal. Play him 90% of the games. Why do goalies need rest? All the others play every game. So that's why. So the exact reason of why what you just said is why Vladar was not in yesterday's game. Why do they need rest? That's not the worst. That's not this one. That's a good one. Here's another one. Flyers talk. Kurt Durr. All you stupid Fs still happy Delorier is playing. Yeah, I think we are.
He spelled Delorier right. I mean, it's real easy to copy and paste, but
yeah. I think we can move on.
Yeah. I'm very much so happy that Delorier is playing. Why? Because statistically and numbers wise, the Flyers are like 9 games over 500 when Delorier is in the lineup. So yeah, I am happy.
Greg Montour chimes in and says, way too many morons to choose from this week. Yep. That's
hey,
bad.
Greg.
Bad. All right, well, speaking of morons, let's move on to the Turnpike. All right, the Turnpike's brought to you by Chickies and Pete's in Drexel Hill, PA. Go to www.chickiesandpete's.com. Check out what they got going on over there. Tons of good food to choose from. A lot of good beers. They do a good thing for local breweries and such too. And the our rep over there, Julia, is getting ready to rev up and get us in there in the new year. So make sure you guys come out to that. It'll be a good time. I promise we will probably not remember it. Anyway, Turnpike. For me, Urson, done deal. Just cut and dry. Gotta be Urson. I don't really have any I've said everything I've had to say. Brandon says, I feel like calling these guys morons are offending morons across America. Anyway. Yeah, Corey, we got.
I got 2.
Okay.
Urson's obviously at the top of the list, and I gotta say, I think Emil Andre is done here. I'm tired of the experiment. His positioning is absolutely piss poor. He does not have any fundamental breakout anymore. His passes are not clean anymore. I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if he's just worn out. I don't know. And to answer your question, Brandon, no, nobody even wanted him for free. So no, he's going to Lehigh.
He's going to Reading.
I don't even know if he can do that. He'll be the only one skating and still turn the puck over. Yeah, I think Urson and Zamula. Damn it. Urson and Andre.
Yeah.
I think we keep saying change of scenery. I think I don't know. I liked Emil Andre when he first came up, but I think the experiment's over. There's just way too many stupid plays, way too many dumb breakouts, not paying attention. Yeah, he might rack a point here and there or anything, but his inconsistencies don't outweigh his good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they were beyond my even thought process at this point. Urson's been so bad. Yeah, obviously we don't have to deal with Zamula anymore. Andre, I think you could make a trade there. He could definitely play.
Oh, somebody will want him.
A team in the NHL. I mean, there's a couple teams that he could play in the NHL for. So I think you definitely could try, but he would be like a car that's just starting to have a couple problems. I would definitely look to trade him now while he has value, then wait until he starts messing up like Zamula has and becomes completely unusable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could. Somebody would take him on a trade for, I don't know, an AHL player. You know, somebody. What's that?
Some such, yeah. Someone will take him for something, man. But all right, well then, yeah, let's move on to the nicer. Well, not nicer for the other guys, but nicer topic of Dust Up, brought to you by Polish Commercial Cleaning. Funny, Brandon said, "Who do you guys think would take Urson if they needed him?" Edmonton,
Edmonton or Pittsburgh.
All right, yeah. Dust Up is brought to you by Polish Commercial Cleaning. It is Armin's Ladies company. If you need something cleaned out, we did hear a couple of like the tiers that they did. I don't remember to hear them. I think deep clean,
deep clean, surface clean, and move out clean. And if I remember correctly, I think he said it's based on square footage of each package. So that's something for y'all to consider if you're moving out or you're moving into a new place.
I will say that I've told him numerous times I am going to be calling for her services after the new year to get down here into the studio and get things going. Greg Montour says the Leafs might take Urson. Laugh out loud. Whoa.
With Stoli?
Whoa. With that being said, let's get into some fisticuffs because that's what Dust Up's about. And this one is going to be in the Flyers game yesterday against the Rangers. Othman.
Brennan Othman. He's
didn't realize who he threw the glove at when he was dropping his gloves and found out real quick.
Flyers, 6.5 to go, second period. Philadelphia with a 3-2 advantage. Rangers fourth line on the ice. Carrick, Rempe, and Othman. There's Soucy. Puck deflected in by Carrick. Picked up by Othman. Hit hard by Delorier. And now they drop the gloves. Othman did not like the hit from Delorier. Get in there.
Credit to Brennan Othman. Gets blown up.
That guy looks like fucking Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Did
I hear the play-by-play guy go, Rempe needs to get in there?
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
Really?
He didn't want anything to
You
do with
had
it.
Risto standing there. You
Sealer.
had Grundy standing there. You had Sealer standing there.
Yeah,
Rempe tried to throw that pick at the face-off dot, and Delorier just pinballed off of it.
Brandon says, love how Sealer was holding Rempe. Yeah, I don't know who Risto was holding, but let me tell you something. Not the three that I would want to fuck around with on the ice at the same time. I mean, Risto probably won't fight. I bet you he can. So, but yeah, I guess that looks like it was a boarding, but that was a quick hit, dude. And it
was boarding.
It was, but I don't feel like it was an intentional.
No, that's why he only got 2.
It looked pretty quick. So, but Othman, yeah, do something with that fucking hair, bro.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Terrible idea. And I had to clap at a couple people that were posting on the Hockey Fights and Brawls page on Facebook. One guy was like, "Oh yeah, modern day tough guy and everything." I said, "You must be a Rangers fan."
Let's see. We got Colin says, "Send him the gyms."
From Shorzy. Shorzy.
Shorzy refer. Sorry, I said laugh out. Tommy Gamba.
Oh, little Gamba. What's up, Tommy?
Okay, some of these games I watch are extremely boring. Went to the Carr game, the Carolina game, and almost fell asleep. No physicality whatsoever. Even some games I watch on TV are blah. Spent $35 on fries and chicken tenders. Laugh out loud. I will say this, though. I will back you up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that falls into like a Sealer category. Sealer hasn't really been doing too much this year when it comes to like fighting. The physicality, like Hathaway was scratched. So, I mean, it's not just us that are noticing like something's going on with him too. The physicality has dropped, but I will say in their defense, when Delorier is there to do what he's there to do, he does what he does. So Rempe didn't want anything to do with Delorier yesterday. I wasn't able to watch the game live. I did catch the condensed game, but listen, the other day, I think it was who was it? Anderson was giving Zegras a hard time. That's where I have a problem. Nobody did anything, but at the same time, are you going to take?
He wasn't playing.
Well, yeah, right. Well, Hathaway, Sealer, someone get in there, give him a little face wash or something. But at the time, that's not the time to take the penalty. So you do got to kind of look at that as well. But yeah, I do agree. We need to get the physical play up. But this is a special one.
Do you have the 2 honorable mentions?
I have the one. I didn't do the lacrosse one.
That was a good one though.
Good one. I was actually shocked and was like, these guys are taking their pad. What the hell? He's about
to full blown
shit out of each other. This is great.
Full
I forgot.
blown.
I'll use it next week. But this next one, our boy Sawyer Bolton. I have found out that on Instagram, if you follow my personal account on Instagram, me and Sawyer Bolton are liking a lot of the same stuff. Some of them a little controversial, and that's why I like it. But here we go with the boy throwing down. I think it's Springfield Thunderbirds. I think that's what it is. This guy's like 30-some years old. Boyer says he's turning. Bolton says he's turning on the fucking chainsaw. So here you go.
Is so short-handed on the forward front with 5 different regulars up front injured in St. Louis. Now behind the play, we're going to have a scrap. And how about this? Troy Murray making his American Hockey League debut, 28 years of age. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Sawyer Bolton. Troy Murray has waited 7 years to play in the American League, and on his first shift, he's going to scrap with the son of one of the most fierce enforcers in the NHL in the last 10 to 15 years, and Bolton really getting the better of Murray here in this one, but Murray comes back with a couple of rights over the top, and they start swinging heavy. Murray got a couple of great rights in, and then he takes Bolton down. Boy, they both got some bombs in on that scrap that took place right at center stage.
That was fantastic.
Amazing. I'm giving it to him. Hold on. I gotta go get it.
That was fantastic.
Bring that fucking kid up, dude. Come on. Like, I want to see him.
I have to say, for a dude who played in the Federal League for 7 years and then finally got an AHL call-up, that Murray really held his own now.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
I mean, he got he got peppered quite a few times by Sawyer Bolton, who is not exactly 6'6", but I tell you what, for his size, that dude can throw some knucks.
The guy threw 2 punches, connected with both of them, but then kind of got a little hit there. Brandon says, Corey, that lacrosse goalie fight was wild. That was crazy.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was Rochester and the Wings.
Way too early in the morning for me looking at that. I was like, what the fuck just happened here? And Colin says, solid fight, young grasshopper. And with that being said, that is our last segment of the day. We will get on to final thought here. And then, we're going to go on with the day. So I don't know what you have. Final thought, anything going on there? Holidays are coming up. We're literally 3 days away. I know it doesn't really, it's source on there for you, but
I ain't done any Christmas shopping yet.
I've been done since November. But
I haven't done any because I don't have a chance to.
So
anything and everything I do, I have to do revolving around work. And like I said, it just was a fatigue day yesterday. I was supposed to come home and it was just, I was so dead to the world, I just couldn't do it.
We'll get them next year, bro. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, you know what I'm saying? We can start planning for that.
How about you and I plan a Flyers event on a Sunday at Chickie's?
Done. I get 3 weeks starting January 1st. So let's go.
We can find it. We can find a Saturday matinee game. We could probably do something there.
Always. Colin says, Merry Christmas, boys. Love you. Brandon says, no reason why we can't win 3 games, and hope you guys have a good Christmas. With that being said, final thought, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. Thanks to everybody that chimes in with Flyers Alley and Old State Sports Network. Look at the thing here. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Flyers Alley, Twitter at Flyers Alley Pod 1, Instagram at Flyers Alley, and make sure you go to YouTube and check out everything that's going on over there. And make sure you guys go to our merch shop. We got a ton of merch up there. Visit our merch shop at ocsn-shop.fourthwall for all your favorite OCSN pods, articles, and more. Because there's articles up there, and it's weird. And everything that hits YouTube goes up there for some reason. But with that being said, Big Dog, hope that things work out a little bit. Don't kill yourself out there. And hopefully I will see you soon up in the area. And that was episode 9 of season 8 of Flyers Alley. We'll see you guys next week. And Merry Christmas to you too, G.